Many intellectuals have spoken that we are a nation of unfulfilled desires. When the desire will be fulfilled? How many years will be required to fulfill the desire? It is a burning question which should strike the mind of our policymakers. Today, the point of discussion is sad reality of a nation. The realities which have been derived from hardcore experiences and which are the main hurdles in our way of becoming a happy and prosperous nation. First one, holding a false pride and ego. We will give our daughter's hand only to IAS, IPS, OS and government officials. We will not be farmers or teachers or scientists. We will only be doctors, engineers and MBAs. This work does not suit my status. Riding a bicycle is a disgrace. How can you walk to your office? You should have a bike or car. Don't you feel ashamed? You are miser if you don't spend money on party. Show off is a must in society. Constantly trying to fit in to a false narrative. Second point, creating unnecessary division among the society. We belong to the upper class. We will never allow lower and middle class person to reach to our level. Lack of trust, cooperation and coordination among the citizens. We will not help others even if we have sufficient capacity. It is not our problem. We take pride in the fact that how much we are different than the other. Third point, unnecessary charity and development work outside. Development work around the world, sending army to foreign nation, building nation. There is a famous English phrase which should follow us. That is, charity begins at home. Fourth point, seeing the world through foreign goggle. The copycat mentality. We are focusing on problems what the world perceives, not trying to understand what the actual reality we are living in and what are our actual problem. The moment you accept that there is a problem, the solution is half done. Fifth one is illegal immigrants from neighboring countries which are a burden on our resources and which has been under constant pressure due to rising population. Sixth one, rising inequality. Rich are becoming richer and the poor are becoming poorer. 10% of the population has control over 50% of the wealth of the country, and the situation is worsening day by day. Seventh one is crushing the middle class. Taxation, inflation, high oil prices, lack of employment, etc. Eighth one is poor urban planning. Lack of grid pattern, drainage facility is at minimum, hanging wire, roads are occupied, building pattern is uneven, basic facilities are nowhere to be found, clumsy, unorganized, totally unsystematic. Ninth one, agriculture is at the dire stage. Profit to farmer is at the minimum. Burden of loan, farmers are living in their profession for another. High fuel prices. Rates of petrol, diesel and LPG are at a record high. 11th one, no regard for cleanliness and hygiene. Age has been reflected through these images quite vividly. It's not our cup of tea. Our only responsibility is to litter anywhere we want. Waste management is at level 0. Recycling is at nascent stage and not in the priority list of the system. Persons who are bully, indecent, harsh and cruel are often rewarded. The person who follows the rule, pay taxes are called the idiot. And persons who are rich and powerful, who don't obey rules and use all indecent means to earn are called clever. And not only that, praised and rewarded. Please look at the terminology that has been used and try to reassess ourselves. Who we are and where we are heading. Disappointing youth, lack of employment, reduced salary, employment which do not do justice to the qualification, therefore potential brain drain. In total, a long and dark road ahead. But what is more disheartening is the inaction on the part of citizens to raise their voices in unison. On the contrary, trying to adjust, accommodate all the time with all the situation. It is a devastating approach. We need to be strong and united in raising our voices to wake up the deaf and inactive system.